Hello friends, welcome back to my YouTube channel Salesforce AI Champions. Today we will be going to talk about list size action in Salesforce Data OmniStudio Data Mapper extract. So that is a inbuilt function and that is used to calculate how many records are there within that list in the JSON list, right? So it will calculate like total size of the array. So we are going to see the step-by-step implementation of the list size function in the data mapper. So before get started, please do like, share, subscribe my YouTube channel, and don't forget to hype this video, and just please consider to take memberships as well. That will motivate me to create more videos on OmniStudio and Salesforce topics. So let's get started. So I'm in my Salesforce org and I'll just create a data mapper. So I'll just provide it name as list size demo extract, and I'll provide the interface type as extract and input type JSON and output type as JSON. That is okay. I'll just click on save. So let me just implement some basic stuff. Like for example, I want to calculate the number of contacts associated for an account, right? So in that case, we just need to find the contact object. Since we want to find the total number of contact associated for an account, we'll just pass the account name as an input parameter, right? So in the extract path, we could provide any labels. For example, I'll just provide contacts, and the field should be so we can refer the account field. We can refer using the account ID as well. Means in that case, we just need to pass the account ID, but we can refer the account name as well using account.name. Since contact is a child object, right? So we can just use equal operator, or we can use a like operator as well to find, based on the account name, we are going to find the number of contacts. For example, I'm just using the operator equal, and the value could be, for example, I'll just pass the input parameter variable, for example, account name, ACC name. So we'll be using this account ACC name as an input parameter, right? So before that, I'll just create few mappings. So for example, in the extract JSON path, I'll just provide contacts ID, and I'll just want to show those contact information under this node, like for example cons colon ID. And let me just create a few mappings. For example, we want to display the contact name, so cons colon name. And let me just create another mapping for email, contact emails, contacts colon email, then cons colon email, right? So this is how we could create simple mappings. And I'll just click on preview, and in edit at params, we just need to pass the key. So we have assigned key as account name in the extract tab, and we just need to provide one account record. So let me find one account record quickly. So for example, Acme partners. So let me just check how many contact records are there. For example, for this Acme partners account, there are like 10 contact records are there, right? So I'll just use this one, and let me just pass this account name, and let me just execute. Now we could see under this cons node, we are getting the JSON list, the array, and it containing the informations of contacts like contacts email ID, then name. So this is how we could create that mappings in a simple way. Now we want to utilize the formula function, the inbuilt function, that is list size. So we could see that like there are like 10 contact records are there, right? So query results found, we could find like 10 records are there. So we want to display that information, that total count, using a formula, right? So in the formula tab, I'll just click on this add element, and in here we can just use the type like list, and we could find the list size function. So list size. So let me just refresh this page. Sometime it happens in OmniStudio. So let me just list size, list size. So now we just need to pass, and the syntax could be, what is the syntax? Like this is the function name, and in here we just need to pass this node, right? So this extract path node. So extract path node is what? Contacts. So you could provide any name in here as extract path. So for the time being, since I have added contacts as the extract path name, that is why I'm just adding this one. So list size, now in the formula result path we could provide any name, for example count contacts formula. So this element, so this formula result path, what we are defining as count contact formula, will be used as a input to create the mapping, right? So I'll just copy this name, and in the mapping I'll just create another mapping, and in here I'll just search with the name count contacts formula, and I'll just provide like total total contacts. So I'll just click on add. Now let me just preview this one and let me just re-execute this one, right? So now we could see to under this node total contacts, we could find like total number of contacts 10. So there are like 10 contact records are there for this account. That is why we are seeing the value as 10, right? So there are few limitations as well using this list size formula as well. For example, let me show you. So let me show you one use case where there is no contact. For example, for this account Rohit file, just ignore this name, just and we could see like there are no contacts are there, right, for this account Rohit file. For example, let me just copy this account name. Now let me just preview, and in here instead of Acme partners, let me just provide the account name Rohit file and let me execute. Now we could see that it is showing returning the value as 1, right? So this is a tool like product glitch, there are like product defect, right? So currently we can see that there are no contact records, but it is still returning 1. So what happens, like, so for example list size function basically returns 1 for a like empty array. So that is a limitation for this list size. So what means, how then we could just fix that issue, right? So we don't want to see the 1 value, right? So in that case we want to see like 0, like if there are no contacts we want to see the value as 0, right? So in that case we can just simply use this if condition, and we can use the is blank operator, is blank function, right? So is blank, we just need to pass like if list size contacts are 0, then we want to return like 0, unless it would return like this one. Sorry, this should be comma and there should be double brackets ending. So this is how we could define like if list size like if contacts are not 0, what is returning in the contacts is not 0, then we want to display at 0, right? So let me just preview this one. So now 1 second. So is blank contacts, this should be contact, not list size. So this one contacts, if there are no contacts, then we should return 0, unless the number of contacts it should return, right? So let me just execute. Now we can see that total contacts, it's now showing as 0, right? So let me just check with another account which having now contact record should there, like for example omega ions. So let me just copy this account name again, and I'll just preview this one, and in parameters let me just pass the value omega, and we could see that the total counts 8 and total number of contacts are returning as usual, right? So this is how we can fix that issue. Means for an empty array it returning 1 by default, that is a product limitation. So this is how we can fix issue to use the function is blank using the is if condition checking. So whenever the contact list is not blank, then we are going to display the total number of contacts, unless if the contact list is blank or empty, we are just providing the value as 0, right? So this is how we could fix that issue, and hope this video will help you for implementing some use cases in Data Mapper. So I'll upload more tutorials on OmniStudio, Salesforce, and data cloud topic, as well as Agentforce topic. So please stay tuned, and if you like this video, please hype this video, and don't forget to like, share, subscribe my YouTube channel. Thanks for watching.